We begin here. The Supreme Court is going to take up a case on gender-affirming care this fall. Let's get right to CBS News chief legal correspondent Jan Crawford, who's been following this for us from our Washington bureau. So, Jan, the Supreme Court agreeing to hear this case this fall. What will they consider?
Well, this is a case from Tennessee which banned those kind of sex transition treatments for minors and young people under 18, whether it's surgeries, puberty blockers, hormone treatments. And the Biden administration stepped in and challenged those bans. A federal appeals court the Sixth Circuit said that the bans were okay. And that is going to be the issue now that's under review by the Supreme Court, whether states can ban those kind of transition care treatments for transgender youth. I mean, it's obviously a highly contentious issue. More than about 24 states now have similar bans. Another 14 or so have laws specifically protecting those treatments. So the Supreme Court now is walking into this issue that's really deeply divided this country and divided the international community as well.
Jan, what is the significance of the Supreme Court announcing that they will take up a case? I mean, if they were to decide the alternate that they wouldn't, essentially this ban would stay, that it would be the lower court's ruling.
Right, and that's kind of the legal state of play now. The federal appeals courts that have considered these bans have generally allowed them. There's a big case under review in a federal appeals court in St. Louis, Missouri, but two courts have said that these bans are okay. So, you know, those would just stand. Now the court is stepping in and saying, because this is such a contentious issue and there has been some division on it, they're going to take a look at it and focus on whether or not states can ban that kind of treatment for these transgender youth while allowing other minors who have, say, medical conditions to have some of the treatments. They're saying that's an equal protection violation. The Biden administration is that discriminates on the basis of sex.
Jan, I hope you have your coffee or energy drink of choice handy, because this could be a very big week. What are you watching for?
You know, I mean, this is the end. It always is crazy on this beat. It's like a fire hydrant in June. You know, when they save the most contentious, controversial decisions, those are the hardest for them to write. And in some cases, like the case involving former President Trump and whether he's immune from prosecution for his actions around January 6th, that one was just argued at the end of April. So we're expecting, of course, that case this week, maybe early next week. There's another case if former President Trump is not immune for prosecution, can he be charged with obstruction of justice? He and several hundred other January 6 defendants are facing that charge. There's a big case on abortion and emergency room care. I mean, free speech and social media, the environment, whether you can have bans on camping overnight in public parks. I mean, there is a lot, the entire structure of the government and the administrative state. That's another pretty big one. So, I mean, we have a lot of cases, major cases left. The question is, will they finish this week or will they go into the beginning of next week? I think it's pretty clear that the court will be done by the 4th of July. We just don't know quite when. And of course, we don't know what we're going to get until they start handing down those decisions. The next decision day is Wednesday, and then we should get some sense of when the next one will be after that.
Okay, Jan Crawford, thank you.